One of the most important things you can do to protect your family's financial well-being in the case of a recession is to have your finances in order. But have you ever thought about what may happen to your money if the economy were to slow down tomorrow? Are you going to be able to withstand the storm? Or will you be left feeling scared as you try to adapt? A recession is a normal component of the economic cycle, and it is something that will inevitably occur at some time. Even if we cannot forecast the exact date of an event, being proactive in preparing for one can help you not just survive, but also thrive when things are rough. What actions should you take to make sure your finances are in good shape before the next economic downturn? Establishing an emergency fund is the first critical step you can take. This fund acts as a safety net in the event of unexpected financial difficulties, such as losing a job, incurring medical expenses, or receiving unanticipated invoices. But how much money should you actually be saving? Experts typically advise that you should have enough money saved to cover your living expenses for a minimum of 3 to 6 months. On the other hand, if your income is unpredictable or you work in an area that is particularly unstable, you may want to consider the higher end of that range. But where would be the best place to store this money? It is essential to place it in a secure liquid account, such as a high-yield savings account or a money market account, where it will be accessible in the event of an emergency while still generating some return. Curious to find out all the answers? Stick with us until the end. There are some captivating insights and surprises waiting just for you. Don't miss out on the journey. Having multiple sources of income is one of the most effective strategies to get ready for a recession. What would you do if your primary source of money were to disappear all of a sudden? If you depend on just one employment or business for your income, this could be a serious issue. You may protect yourself from the effects of economic downturns and diversify your income by taking on side jobs, doing freelance work, or even finding ways to make passive income. In reality, a side job could not only help you earn more money, but it could also give you the opportunity to build new talents or transition to a whole different career. Furthermore, if you are employed in a sector that is especially susceptible to economic downturns, like retail or hospitality, concentrating on transferable skills such as digital marketing, programming, or other in-demand sectors may give you an advantage over other job seekers. How well do you adjust to changes in the economy and the employment market? After that, it is important to manage your debt in the right way. When the economy is in a recession, high-interest debt, such as credit card balances or personal loans, can become a significant financial burden. If you lose your work or your income decreases, you may find it difficult to keep up with your monthly payments. This is particularly the case if interest rates cause your responsibilities to increase at an even faster rate. If your pay were to decrease, would you have any high-interest debt that would cause you a lot of problems? Begin by focusing on paying off loans that have high interest rates. If you have less debt, you will have more options available to you in the event of a financial emergency. Additionally, if you have the chance, you may want to think about consolidating or refinancing your debt so that you can get a reduced interest rate. If you cut back on your monthly expenses, you will have more money in your budget for necessities and savings. Before a recession, it is important to think about your investments, because they are another important factor to take into account. It can be quite tempting to sell off investments immediately in order to limit losses when the economy is struggling and the market is unstable. Are you ready to keep your composure and weather market downturns? The most important thing is to keep your attention on your financial objectives for the future. It is crucial to keep in mind that recessions do not usually endure for a long time, especially if you have a diverse portfolio that is in line with your risk tolerance and investment objectives. Instead of making hasty decisions out of fear, it may be a good idea to think about the possibility of putting in more money when the value of assets goes down. This is especially relevant to industries that continue to be stable during times of economic decline, such as utilities, healthcare, and consumer staples. Furthermore, it is advisable to diversify your portfolio by including a combination of stocks, bonds, and other assets, since this can help to minimize fluctuations. You can make sure that your asset allocation is in line with your financial goals, risk tolerance, and the current state of the market by routinely examining it. Finally, it is important to be flexible and adaptable during times of economic uncertainty. Recessions can lead to unexpected changes. Thus, it is essential to be ready to adjust your plan in order to deal with financial challenges. If the economy were to shift, would you be willing to completely change your career or make major adjustments to your financial plan? Stay informed about economic trends, be open to new opportunities, and be ready to acquire new skills. For example, if your current work is no longer stable or your industry is highly hit by a recession, you may need to look for other ways to earn money or consider switching to an area that is less affected by recessions. Be proactive and flexible in your approach. To sum up, becoming ready for a recession involves more than simply putting some money aside. This involves creating an emergency fund, controlling debt, reducing wasteful costs, diversifying sources of income, monitoring investments, and ensuring that insurance coverage is enough. Participating in these activities can help you become more financially resilient and prepare you for long-term success, regardless of what the economy has in store for you. So, the question is, are you prepared for the next recession? Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.